I am Groot without the T. Wrong movie. It's been a while since I had proper BrickHeadz sets in my hands. Today was a surprising launch of the triple packs of the Rise of the Gru Minions movie BrickHeadz that was kind of not really announced by LEGO or advertised for that reason. There was a bunch of other sets launching today, streaming coming by the way as I'm recording this. But we have Rise of the Gru pack with Gru, Stuart and Otto, that's set number 40420 with 244 pieces. And we have Belle bottom with Bob and Kevin in a second pack, also $20. This one has 309 pieces. Belle bottom is the main antagonist in the upcoming Rise of the Gru movie, whereas Gru is the young Gru at, I think, young teenage in that movie, and this is the exact representation of this guy in the BrickHeadz. Alright, without further ado, let's take a deeper look on those $20 sets. I'm gonna start with the first set, the 40420 with Gru, Stuart and Otto. And we have young Gru. Now, I mentioned in the stream that he kind of doesn't resemble the real Gru. I completely forgot that it's about the young Gru in the next upcoming movie. So he doesn't look at all like the older Gru we know from Despicable Me. So in that case, the disproportions I kind of mentioned in his body are not as present because he actually, from the trailers and everything, looks like in the movie with head being actually proportionate to his body, despite what we have seen in Despicable Me as the adult Gru, who's cartoonishly kind of disproportional when it comes to his body shaping. Very simple BrickHeadz, honestly, like nothing too much exciting about this guy. We do have the scarf, iconic scarf on the front and the back. He always wears the scarf in all Minions and Despicable Me movies. There's only a small print coming for him, for the outfit in that 1x4 tile at the bottom. That I think the only print that we don't know of previously. The BrickHeadz eye prints are present, but that's the only detailing that I've noticed on this guy. Simple head build, hair build. The BrickHeadz is as simple as it gets. So he doesn't even get any accessory, which is kind of interesting, as we know Gru is known for using crazy gizmos and weapons and whatnot, and throughout the movies he always had something crazy in his pocket. So seeing him without any accessory in hands is kind of weird, so I don't like that fact very much. So he actually becomes one of the most simple BrickHeadz figures of all time, in my opinion. So nothing too much to talk about in this case, but I think in this situation we have the classic Minions of Otto and Stuart, which kind of steal the set, in my opinion. As Minions go, their bodies are somewhat funny looking in this odd shape, and I think the BrickHeadz representation really works here just because they're kind of made more of a cubicle from that weird odd shape of their bodies, and I think that translates pretty darn well. One of them, Otto, has the accessory of something that it's gonna be in the movie. That's a printed 2x2 round tile that has some sort of like a Monkey King situation. Let me just get the focus right. There we go. Going on here. So there's gonna be something about it in the movie. My chat wasn't able to guess what it is, but as simple as they get, that print is unique to this. Also, we have the print for Otto for his little hair at the top of the head, so that's also unique. 1x3 printed element. What you can probably also see are their pocket prints on their pants, and if you look really closely, if you look too long for that, it looks like they have mouths, not pockets. And you cannot really unsee it right now. It's like a smiley minion, because BrickHeadz never have mouths, but that pocket makes it look like he has a mouth on that blue jeans. Anyway, now that you cannot unsee it, I messed it up for you. We can all laugh how funny they look with that print, as if they had some surprise or happy mouths instead of pockets in the pants. You're very welcome. And also the fun part is that every Minion BrickHeadz in this two sets has a tiny little pink plate for a brain. So kind of like we had in the Homer Simpson BrickHeadz in the past. This is even funnier because we know they're not the most wise of all of the characters in those movies, and especially the hilariousness of those movies is based on the hilarity of not so smart decisions made by the Minions. And I think that tiny brain inside the BrickHeadz represents that very well, and it's a great Easter egg overall. Moving on to the second set, and I think this one delivers much more value, honestly. At 65 pieces more, we not only get a much more detailed BrickHead of Belle, and much more fun to build element, but also more unique minions in their jumpsuit, prison jumpsuit outfits, which also, by the way, if you look, that little V-neck is kind of like their little face. So compared to this guy, now we have a little happy face. I mean, I can't unsee it, guys. After I figured it out, I just can't unsee it. So apologies, viewers, if you are feeling the same way. But now we have minions with actual mouths in the BrickHead form. Anyway, Belle is a really cool build. For the afro especially, we get like this plate situation here for building her enormous hair, which looks awesome. And also we have the ring elements in gold to represent the earrings, the trinkets on her ears, which are also very nice accent to the overall BrickHead. Print for the chain in the front, she's gonna be the main antagonist in the movie, so we don't really know much about her, but we know that she's gonna be wearing kind of like a purple, light purple, dark pink outfit, and this is represented in the BrickHead very well. Plus the skin color is also nice contrast overall, so definitely, even though I think Gru is not that much of a BrickHead, honestly, in case of Belle, we do have one of the best build BrickHeads, I think, in the entire lineup overall. She's great. You can see that the detail is present everywhere, and it's much more fun to build than Gru, so I did appreciate it. She already gives this set much more value than the previous set. And on top of that, we get two unique minions. Of course, this is, let me just check the names, Bob and Kevin. I keep forgetting who is who. Let me just get focus right, there you go. And we have the nunchuck for Kevin, which is kind of like, I think, that Kill Bill kind of reference from Minions. It was pretty funny. Overall, we get a little piece for his not much of a hair. And also we have Bob, the cutest, I think, of the Minions, also the tiniest. Let me just place them together on the table so you can at least compare the body shaping and height difference, so you can see they do differentiate a bit overall among the two sets. So if you want to get a collection like this, getting both sets is a wise choice. The tallest one, the kind of like a fat guy, tiny and cute, and kind of like in the middle. So we have everything in one go. And I think they do steal the show with being those cute little weird creatures that always make us laugh. And the BrickHeads, especially with those prints, now that you look at it, represented pretty well. They do have tiny little cute faces, and I honestly, once again, can't unsee it. All right, for the conclusions, I do like this. That's the main conclusion, but for some closing remarks, let's get back to the studio. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the newest BrickHeads. In that form, they work pretty well, because the minions themselves, as I mentioned, they're already kind of a blocky character, so their body shape kind of translates pretty well into this cubical BrickHead form, I gotta say. So they work quite well. The small brain feature is fun. We have prints as the BrickHeads usually go. So I think when it comes to licensed BrickHeads comeback, this is pretty solid. I never was too excited about BrickHeads in most cases. They are very few examples of very good BrickHeads. But I gotta say that Belle here, with that afro build and just color scheme selected for that character as is in the movie, is pretty interesting BrickHead overall. It's gonna stand out on the shelf among all of these 6 guys on the table. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of the newest BrickHeads launch. I hope to see you in more reviews. Click the like, subscribe, and do all this stuff for the YouTube algorithm. I see you in the live streams, and also maybe consider becoming a member. It's a really cool membership that I have if you want to support my channel. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. It was Mike, and I'll see you next time on The Cool Factor. Peace out. Bye.